I think we're deeper than we've been since on both sides of the ball, as long as I've been here. And I just think it's like we've been giving guys a lot of reps, and I just think even in the younger groups we've got more experienced guys, which I think has been fun to watch the tape. And then right now we're just you're working so much alignment, assignment, technique, just fine tuning all the details of the concepts that we're running. Then we'll put the pads on here again next week and we'll get rolling.
Does it look like Tristan is close to 100%?
Yeah, I think he's. I don't think he's quite there yet, but you can tell the work that he's put in as far as the rehab goes, and I mean he's been out there taking reps, and I anticipate by the first week that he'll be ready to go.
So what was the biggest difference with Sam from a couple years ago? Was it kind of like nice to see you again kind of a thing when you see him out here?
Yeah. It's been great having him back, and I just think when I left Colorado he was a young guy, and now he's an experienced veteran player, and he's started Pac-12 games and won Pac-12 games, and so just the maturity I think is something that's really stood out through the first 2 days, and just getting to meet with him and be around him. We're excited to have him.
How much different is what he was doing at Colorado to the offense that you were in?
A lot of terminology I think is the same. That they were probably a little bit more spread stuff, and which we have the capability to kind of go that direction if we want, depending on our personnel. And I think right now we're just throwing base install at them, and we'll see. I think as camp goes, which direction we end up heading and leaning towards with the offense.
Looking at the O-line, it's probably one of the most veteran groups in the conference. How much do you think that experience is going to kind of help the offense take a next step?
Yeah, it'll be huge. And anytime you got 5 starters coming back, the guys that have played Pac-12 games, I mean that's huge for your offense. It just allows you to do so much more, and just looks so much. Everything looks a little bit cleaner. If you can get that run game going, it just makes everything easier for the quarterback. Everything easier pass-wise. We like the group that we've got, and I think right now, through camp, we're trying to develop that 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th guy. If we have any injuries or whatnot, to where we can continue to build the depth even further.
Saw Trey Lyles break a couple big runs today. What do you think he can kind of give you as kind of a different element in the backfield than maybe BJ and Deshaun?
Yeah, he's got great vision, quickness, and then like I said, I think he's got some of that breakaway, like you mentioned, breakaway ability, big play ability, to where he can. And I think he can do some stuff in the pass game, maybe flexing him out or putting him out in the slot or doing some things like that, getting matched up against some linebackers. It'll allow some flexibility there. But yeah, we're fired up to have him. And right now it's base install, and then as we get kind of going past that first scrimmage, we'll start tweaking it to we feel like we're going to be our top guys.
With the injury Tristan had, what are you looking for? What are you kind of looking for in terms of being careful and things that you want to get back to doing?
I think the suddenness of having to move in the pocket or escape in the pocket when things break down, or get out of the pocket on a naked or bootleg or whatnot, and just be able to truly push and get away from somebody. I think that's the thing that we're going to want to see as we kind of get into scrimmages and continue to see them through team drills.
How's the energy been in the quarterback room? I mean, it is pretty deep in terms of talent and battle and strength of each of them. How are they handling it, working with one another?
Yeah, they've done great. I mean, I think anytime that you've got competition, you can see everybody's kind of sense of urgency, go to another level. And so I like the group that we've got. I think we're deep. I think they're all capable. They've all got kind of some strengths and some things they need to work on. And it's going to be really interesting to see how the rest of camp progresses. But I've been really pleased the way that they've handled it.
Coach Smith mentioned yesterday that this is probably the best leadership he's seen on the team so far. He mentioned Tristan and Sam Acho with their experience. Just how have you seen that play out with Sam?
Yeah, and I think quarterback-wise, those guys have done a nice job, and Sam, just his experience and in the conference, and Tristan having started for us last year. But I think just as the team as a whole, I think there's more veterans that we have and more guys that it's really important to, and they put in a lot of work, over the off season and haven't gotten to where we quite want to get in the past couple of years, and I think they're ready to see that change. And so it's been pretty cool to see from all the different position groups, the veteran players start to step up and take charge of the team.
I know it's so early in the, I should say, preseason now. Is there any one player who's really stood out to you from their summer workouts that's come into camp maybe a whole different step ahead from where they were last year?
One player, gosh.
I mean, it could be more than one.
The guy that I really has really looked good the first couple of days has been Jake Levengood up front on the offensive line. I feel like he's got himself into really good shape, and he's just been really explosive how he's been coming off the ball, and that stood out on the film to me. And I always like giving those linemen some love.